People, customer service can be frustrating for both customers and businesses. I mean, we all know what it's like to get passed from one customer support agent to the next for what seems like forever. That's frustrating for customers and bad for business. Zendesk's customer engagement software creates experiences that keep customers happy and your business running smoothly. Communicate seamlessly across all channels: email, phone, chat, messenger, community forum, help center, or social media. Most support software requires expensive consultants and months of setup, but with Zendesk, it takes just hours to get up and running. And with more than 150,000 paid customer accounts and over a decade of experience, they've gotten pretty good at customer service themselves. See for yourself why the best customer experiences are built with Zendesk. Get started at zendesk.com/WTF. That's ZEN desk.com/WTF. Also, the new Stitcher podcast app is here. It's been rebuilt from the ground up to make it easier to listen to podcasts on the go or at your desk on their new web player. Stitcher is home to all your favorite podcasts like the one you're listening to right now. And it's the only place where you can hear every episode of WTF ad-free. That's almost 1,200 episodes. If you're looking for an app that makes podcast listening simple, this is it. So give the all-new Stitcher a try and download it for iOS or Android, or listen on the web at stitcherapp.com/Marin. Oh my God, let's do the show.
Lock the gate!
All right, let's do this. How are you, what the fuckers, what the fuck buddies, what the fuck nicks? What the fuckadelics? What's happening? I'm Marc Maron. This is the podcast. This is my podcast. This is WTF. The podcast with the name and the profile pic. That pic, the WTF, what do you call that? Avatar or a thumbnail or whatever the hell it is on iTunes has been the same since day one. We haven't changed it. With half of my face and my long hair and the glasses I haven't worn in a decade, we've left it like that. There was something about it. We got so committed to it. A lot of people change their picture, change the branding, but we just couldn't let it go. We didn't let it go. There was something about that turquoise, man. There was something about that color and the weird half a head that was taken from a painting that a guy named Nathan Smith did a long time ago, but it just stayed in. It stayed on. Pow! Look out, I just shit my pants. JustCoffee.coop. There's an old-timey plug. I guess I'm going back. I guess I'm stuck in a nostalgia mode. I have been, actually. I have been stuck in, I don't know if it's a nostalgia mode. I don't know if it's a melancholy. How about we just call it reflection? God knows we've got time to reflect. And I've been a little surprised lately at my feelings about my past me. It's upsetting in a way. But today, a couple things I want to tell you. First, today I will tell you that we have Zach Braff on the show. You know him from Scrubs and Garden State. He also hosts a podcast, Fake Doctors, Real Friends, with his Scrubs co-star Donald Faison. He's also in the upcoming movie The Comeback Trail with Robert De Niro, Tommy Lee Jones, and Morgan Freeman. I don't know. I think they pushed that, so that'll be out when it's out. Other thing I need to tell you is that if you're looking for those WTF mugs, it's holiday time, and the hand-thrown ceramic mugs that are generally only given to guests who come to my house and appear on the show, there's a new batch coming up. They're made by Brian Jones, and they're going to be available. These are the handmade mugs that I give my guests. So right now, getting these mugs from Brian Jones is the only way that you can get them. These are unique items, and a portion of the sales of these mugs go to the Connecticut Food Bank. Just go to brianrjones.com/shop while they're still in stock. They go very quickly, and they're beautiful. All right? So there's that. I guess what I'm finding, and this is and I'm meditating, folks. I've been doing it now for a couple of weeks. But I'm finding that the gnawing thing that happens to me, and I don't know if this happens to you, is that, when I think back on things, even when I think back at the beginnings of this show or things I did when I was younger, just getting to where I am, just shows or trying things or doing things, is I'm amazed how fucking angry I can be at myself for not knowing how to do something, or for doing something in a way that I didn't think was great, or I didn't think was good, or I thought was embarrassing. I think my entire life has been a personal war against embarrassment. And nobody wins that. Nobody wins that war. But I think that for some reason in my dumb head, I've always, and this is what I'm really thinking about when I'm taking apart my psychology, when I'm just breaking myself down. It's just this idea of being embarrassed, of being laughed at, of being too weird. And ultimately it comes down to being vulnerable. It becomes down to, being exposed. But I don't know, when I really think about some of the risks I've taken and some of the things I've done creatively and personally, I'm very hard on myself looking back. Like, you idiot. Well, that was fucking sad. That was ridiculous. Why'd you do that? I mean, like, better now, or more now. You wouldn't do that today. Jesus Christ. That is fucking pathetic. That was embarrassing. That was, terrible. And I'm just surprised I do that. Why can't I give myself a goddamn break? Why can't I give myself a retroactive break? Why can't I give myself a fucking pardon? You didn't commit no crime, dude. You were just bad at something. You just did something that was silly, or you did something that made you feel too vulnerable or too exposed, or you got laughed at for the wrong reason. This goes all the way back, man. There are memories I have that are ridiculous. Just, ridiculous. And I have a memory. Jesus Christ. This is the dumbest memory. Oh my God. I don't even know how old I was, but I was in some sort of summer art class that my mother had signed us up for at the university. I get a few hours a day. I don't know. I must have been, 10. And I show up at this class maybe a little late, and, they're making tortillas. That was the project. And all I could think was I just wanted to eat a tortilla. I got there and they're making these hot tortillas, and, so I just grabbed one and ate it. But I didn't know that they were kind of making shapes with them or making things out of the tortillas. So I just fucking wolfed down this tortilla with this group of kids I didn't know and a dumb art teacher or craft teacher. And, they finished making them, and I already ate one. And the teacher just goes, "Hey, who ate the elephant? Who ate the elephant?" And I didn't know that, we were making art with the tortillas. I just wanted to eat a tortilla. And I fucking ate the elephant. I ate it. Did I say that I ate it? I don't think I did. I just sat there like an idiot, knowing I ate the elephant. And listen to how I talk about that kid. Fucking guy, I didn't know. I walked into it. I was hungry. I was chubby. I just want to eat a fucking tortilla. Who ate the elephant? I guess I did. I didn't know. I didn't know we were making art. I just was hungry. I don't like the way my mom makes food. I ate the elephant. It was me. What are you going to do to me? Are you going to shame me for being an elephant eater? Don't bother. I'm on it. I'm on it. This holiday season, more people will be mailing stuff than ever before, which means the post office will be busy. Stamps.com brings the post office and now UPS shipping right to your computer. We've been using Stamps.com for almost a decade, since 2011, and it just makes sense. Whether you're a small office sending out invoices or an online seller fulfilling orders during this record-setting holiday season, Stamps.com can handle it. Use your computer to print official U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, package, class of mail, anywhere you want to send. Then just schedule a pickup or drop off. With Stamps.com, you get 5 cents off every first class stamp and up to 40% off priority mail and up to 62% off UPS shipping rates. Don't spend a minute of your holiday season at the post office this year. Sign up for Stamps.com instead. There's no risk. With our promo code WTF, you get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale. No long-term commitments or contracts. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in WTF. That's Stamps.com, enter WTF. Stamps.com, never go to the post office again. I have to assume that the reason I'm being so hard on myself retroactively, it's because I'm going to start shooting today on this movie, and it's been a while since I've been on a set. It's been a while since I've acted. I don't always feel like I can, but I went out there on Friday to their location to get a COVID test and to also like do this still photo for the set, and I met my daughter and my granddaughter. And it was great. It was kind of interesting to like that feeling of driving onto a set of, getting ready to do the work. That's why I cannot stand people that condescend to the business of filmmaking or TV making or just sort of like you Hollywood types, you actors. It's like you get to a set, you drive up, you see the sign, the little coded sign pointing to where you go to base camp, and there's a security guy there, tells you where to go, and you just see it all happening, man. You see the trucks, you see people scrambling with lights, you see people, you see extras sitting 6 feet apart, over by catering, you just see the trailers, you just see like this whole little universe of work on all levels, coming down from the director to the actor to the gaffer to the lights, the electricians to, PAs, hair, makeup. It's a little city of employment and of creativity. And it was kind of great driving onto one and realizing like this, I understand this. I haven't been on one of these in a while, but like somehow or another, I've done a lot of this in the last decade. And you just feel your body, or my body, I felt my body just switching into like, all right, we're going to do the work. We're going to tell a story. We're going to make a movie. I'm going to make a guy up that's probably kind of like me. And I don't know how that guy's going to interact with these other made up people, but that might be fun. So I'm trying to get it in my brain that it's going to be exciting and fun. Maybe it will be. But goddamn, I beat myself up. And I'm trying to figure out how to stop that. I think that's been the journey. The one man's war against embarrassment. I mean, when you think about it, what is the one thing you can do to try to fight embarrassment is get on stage and try to make people laugh. You're going to beat it out of you. After a certain point, it doesn't matter if they're laughing with you or at you. You can probably control either of those after a certain point with a certain skill set, with a little craft. My mother was one of the most embarrassing people I knew. She embarrassed me constantly. And she made me feel like I was embarrassing. I'm not mad at her for it. I guess it was a gift. If my mother didn't make me feel like a mediocre, chubby piece of shit through most of my life, and if she didn't do things in front of other people that made me embarrassed, I might not have the amazing career I have today in my war against embarrassment. But I don't care anymore. See, I think that's also what's happening, is that I've been doing a lot of these Instagram lives, which are kind of interesting because I speak freely and I also do things that I wouldn't do on a stand-up stage or in front of people live necessarily, even on television. I sing, I speak in a tone that's a little more candid. There's just something about engaging in that process that's kind of helped me accept more of who I am and who I was. And after coming out of those, that makes me feel a little exposed. But I think it's going to help ultimately. I think it's all about dragging that fucking chubby kid into the present and just making him sit uncomfortably with himself within me while we meditate. The holidays are going to be an adjustment for everyone